Lincoln, what separated Jalen in the competition and gave you the ability to make that announcement yesterday?
Just thought he was just slightly better here as it went on, and it was slightly probably the closest one that we've had since I've been in Oklahoma. I would say for sure. Maybe I've had one other in my career that was similar as far as how close it was, but yeah, I just saw constant improvement. It was a good battle without a doubt, and I think we'll continue to be a very competitive room. Tanner Mordecai did a phenomenal job, made a lot of big plays during camp. Spencer Rattler showed early control and playmaking ability that's pretty rare for someone his age. So you certainly get excited about those two and the bright futures that they both have for this 2019 team and beyond. But Jalen was just a little bit better. Was just a little bit more in control. Had nothing to do with experience. I said that wasn't gonna. I told myself before it started that wasn't gonna matter because, I mean, that can, in this battle, particularly the way it was lined out, you could look at it and say, well, if they're close, you give it to Jalen because he's been in the fire and had experience and all this and that. But he's also only got 1 year. You could also look and say, well, if they're close, you go with one of the young guys because they're already close at this point, and they could potentially, have a multi-year starter and all the obvious benefits of that. So that wasn't a factor. Just based it purely on performance and just. I'm not going to sit here and break it down. He was just a little bit ahead, and so this was the right time to do it.
With Tanner, your backup quarterback?
So much focus on the starting quarterback. What's your backup quarterback situation going to be like? Competition?
Yeah, Tanner will be the backup. Spencer Rattler will be the third right now going into the first one.
Is it a culmination of work you see, or is there a moment? Because you said it last week. You know it when you see it, you guys.
Yeah. No moment. I mean, just the overall feel of just how it progressed. And it was kind of down here to the wire. I thought there were days where, honestly, all three of them each had days where they were the best quarterback. And Jalen just had a few more. And then I would say, Jalen's, his days where he wasn't, or his down days where maybe he wasn't his best, those were better than the other two right now at this point, which with a guy's experience, that's not surprising. Again, it's the experience didn't make a factor in the decision. It showed some that even not at his best, he was still, playing at a pretty high level.
How much comfort is Jalen's legs as far as, because Kyler obviously kind of changed things up a little bit last year. They're different, obviously, in how they run, but how much comfort does that give you, I guess, team-wise overall?
Yeah, no, that helps. I mean, that's always very difficult to defend if you can be good at both, and he brings that capability, but so do those other two guys in the room. So it's certainly a real nice positive, but I don't think that separated him in this race. They all have nice athleticism. We're certainly not going to try to recruit guys that we don't think can move around a little bit. It's just too important to what we do.
Lincoln, now that he has 2 weeks to get ready and gets the extra reps, how much can he progress? I mean, just give us an idea what a quarterback can progress if he gets a few extra reps in practice.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think from confidence, reps, just familiarity, you go from getting, in the 30 to 40% range, and all of a sudden that ratchets it up, pretty heavily. And so, and then gives you a chance to start game planning around some of the things that you think specifically these guys can do well, not just the quarterback, but all the different guys that are starting to emerge offensively. So, yeah, no, I mean, you typically see gains here, and we would expect to have that from him.
Lincoln, you mentioned that Jalen was just a little bit better. At what point during preseason camp did you notice that he had made a turn?
I would say here at the end. Again, there was a lot of days just going back where, I know, like I told you guys as we met periodically through camp, you're so in the moment, during these days. I mean, it's just all the organization and grind of getting it all done. It's just such a day-to-day thing for the players and coaches. And then when you do get those chances to catch your breath and look back on it, you get a chance to look at the whole thing. And so, yeah, I would say I certainly wasn't real settled on it until after a scrimmage the other day, and then having a chance to have a little time with the guys away, and go back and look through the film and just kind of reset thoughts, and you know, then was ready to make the decision then.
When did you tell the quarterbacks, and what was Tanner's mentality like after you told him the news?
It's never, it's, you know, that's always one fun conversation and a few not fun conversations. That's how those go. But they all handled it well. You know, they certainly did. Tanner handled it well. He's probably even more motivated than he was before, which, you know, if you are a true competitor, that's what you're going to do. And I would expect nothing less of him. And I feel the same way kind of about Spencer too. Spencer's a little newer to the situation, but he's very, very eager and excited. But both those guys are team guys and supportive, and I think that quarterback room, it's very new, but you've seen it really start to come together. So they're ready to support Jalen, and then also, you know, work hard and be ready for when their time comes, because we never know. You know, we've had you know, good quarterback play and guys that have stayed healthy in the last few years, and you don't always have that combination. I fully expect that we will, but I mean that's you got to be ready. This game presents all kinds of stuff, and so I know we've got 3 guys in there that no doubt can go play and play extremely well right now.
Thank you.